Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated on all my future content. Most importantly, please remember to share Mr. Camilleri Show YouTube channel. So this live stream is going to focus on drawing models that represent various fractions. So our first fraction is 4/7. So I'm going to go through how to draw a model to represent the fraction 4/7. We're going to get right into it. So when we look at a fraction, the denominator, aka the bottom number in the fraction, represents the total amount of parts. So in this fraction 4/7, we have a total of 7 parts. So I'm going to make 7 total parts. So I'm going to have 7 equal parts here. Roughly equal parts. It's not going to be drawn exactly to scale, but I'm going to make it as precise as possible here. Just even out the lines a little bit more. There we go. So not exactly to scale, but as precise as possible. So we have 7 total parts. Now the top represents the parts that are filled. So for the fraction 4/7, we have 7 total parts, and 4 of those 7 parts are filled. So I'm going to shade in 4 parts. And we now have our fraction model representing 4/7. All right, moving on to the next fraction. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Please remember to hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. For the next one, I'm going to keep it kind of simple. 1/3. I'm going to draw a fraction model representing 1/3. So the 3 in the denominator indicates that we have 3 total equal parts. 3 is the total number of parts that we have. The top number, the numerator, represents how many of those 3 parts are shaded in. So since the numerator is 1, we're going to have 1 part shaded in. And we have our fraction model to represent 1/3. On to example number 3. All right, next one is 2/5. For example number 4, if you want to put a fraction example in the chat that you want me to show, feel free. So 2/5. So we're going to have 5 total parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 of those 5 parts are filled. Since fractions represent parts of the whole relationship. And we have our fraction model representing 2/5. Alright, on to the next example. Again, shout out to everybody tuning in. I am glad you're here. Please remember to hit the like button. Also, please put a fraction in the chat that you want me to show. Anything with the denominator of 12 or less would be ideal. Next one. 5/9. So I need to draw a model representing 5/9. So again, we are looking at 9 total parts. So I'm going to make 9 total parts here. And again, it's not always drawn to scale. I mean, these are roughly equal parts. Fractions are made up into equal parts, but sometimes it's hard to draw squares so they look exactly equal. But imagine these are equal parts. So since the fraction we're representing is 5/9, I have to fill up 5 of the 9 total parts. So here we go, shading in 5 of them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we have our fraction model representing 5/9. Alright, moving on. Again, feel free to put a fraction in the chat that you want me to draw. Also, off of request, please look at the notifications because there will be a division television live stream coming up that is on request from one of my viewers. I will let you know when that will be. So now I got to draw a fraction model representing 4/12. So step 1, I'm going to make 12 total parts. 1, 2, 3. So far I have 4 total parts. So far I have 8. And now I have 12 total parts. And now I have to shade in 4 of those 12 parts. Okay, so that's 1 part shaded, 2 parts shaded, 3 parts shaded, and 4 parts shaded. We have our fraction model representing 4/12. Again, please hit the like button. Let's try to get the likes up. It helps the algorithm. I'm glad you're here. Now let's say I wanted to represent 5/12. If I wanted to represent 5/12, very simple. I have 12 total parts already. I already have 4 parts shaded. I just simply shade 1 more part. And now I have a fraction model representing 5/12. Let's say I want to represent 7/12. I simply shade in 2 more 12s. Now 7 out of 12 12ths are shaded in. 7 parts are shaded. There are 12 parts total. I now have my fraction model representing 7/12. Alright, I'm thinking I'll probably do 2 more examples, and then we will call it a video. Ay, Dios mío. Alright, 7/10. Making a fraction model that represents 7/10. So I'm making 10 total parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 total parts. And now to complete the model representing 7/10, I have to shade 7 of those 10 parts in. So far I'm at 1/10. Now I'm at 2/10. Now I'm at 3/10. 4/10. 5/10. 6/10. And 7/10. And we now have our fraction model representing 7/10. 10 total parts. 7 of the 10 parts are shaded. Alright, that is my video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Also, please stay tuned for my division television live stream, which will be coming up in the next couple of days. And also, if this long live stream is if this live stream is too long for you, there will be some shorter clips of videos from this live stream, maybe where I just draw one fraction model instead of the 8 or 9 that I drew in the live stream. So feel free to check that out. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off. Have a great rest of the day, and God bless.